Hey guys, what is up? It is me, Pagey, here once again with another video on The Flash Season 4. So in the past week's episode of The Flash, that being episode, was it 18? Yeah, 18, we had one of the better episodes of the season with Team Flash coming across the last bus metahuman on their list, which is Edwin Gauss, might I say, aka Folded Man. And they tried to use him to get like some sort of advantage on DeVoe. Obviously, we have all watched it and all know, it wasn't the best of plans, and well, as expected, it didn't go all that well. This all resulted in a big battle royale in Star Labs, so Eat Your Heart Out Fortnite, where we saw Iris, Joe, and Ralph attempting to stop DeVoe and his helpers in the form of Marlize and our good old friend the Samuroid. This, unfortunately, in the end, resulted in the supposed death of our newest friend to the team throughout this season of The Flash, in the form of Ralph Dibny, aka the Elongated Man, who became the new host for The Thinker, who is now so OP or like overpowered, it is not even funny. Ralph was one of the two characters that really divided the fanbase this season, the other being like Iris West. There were people that really liked him, like myself, loved his story, one of the few characters actually have an arc on the series run. And then there were people that didn't like him due to the way in which, in the beginning Ralph was written to be quite misogynistic and sexist and stuff like that, which I can understand. You could tell what the writers were going for in regards to this though, so at the beginning he was a completely different person, but maybe putting him on one extreme was a bit too far. And for those wondering, the other characters who have actually had proper arcs on the show are Barry, because he's the main dude, it's the Flash, and Cisco for the most part. Maybe the past season hasn't been the best for him, and you could also include Harry in there as well, but he is on a story at the moment, so it's hard to cement him in there because his ending of his arc, if you want to call it, could be terrible and ruin its reputation. In regards to Ralph and his future, there were many people online celebrating his death, but is he actually gone from the show? Is he actually dead? And will we be seeing him back at some point this season? Well, let's actually go over all of that. But before that, be sure to let me know in the comment section down below your various opinions on stuff I go over throughout this video. I'm very interested to see what everyone has to say, whether you think, Ralph's coming back, what you think of all the different things I go over. Just let me know all of that in the comment section down below. And of course, if you're going to enjoy the video, it'd be awesome if you could drop a like to, just show your support, and subscribe to the channel if you're new. Now, we will be including some stuff from the finale for this season, but it isn't too, over-the-top spoilery, as this info will be seen before the finale even airs by everyone if you go on the internet. So it might be new to you right now, but before the finale even airs, you will know it. So it's minorly spoilery, if that's even a correct words to use. But yeah, I don't know. But if you are sensitive to spoilers of any kind, then don't continue. There's your warning. So we know, thanks to the end of last episode, that Ralph wasn't taken by DeVoe, and by that I mean his powers and all that weren't sucked from his body like we saw with the majority of the bus metahumans. We actually had DeVoe make Ralph the new host for his consciousness and all the meta powers he has gathered up to this point in the season. So Ralph is still technically in that body and alive in some sense. It is just that DeVoe has control over it all, and well, I don't think he will be giving up control of it anytime soon, because he seems to be enjoying that new body of Ralph's. So we know that there will be a scene in the finale with DeVoe in the big floaty chair thing, as well as Barry in the same scene, back at the incident that we saw all the way back in the season premiere when Barry escaped the Speed Force and unleashed all the dark matter onto the people within the 405 bus, which we saw Ralph and Barry go into at the beginning of last episode. Now, why would DeVoe need the chair if he is healthy thanks to Ralph and, can use Folded Man's abilities? Well, this would involve time travel, but from what I have heard through the grapevine in regards to stuff on set around this scene's filming, this will be in some sort of vision or different sort of state, if that makes sense. It's not time travel or a flashback. Now, I'm not saying that's confirmed, that's what I've heard. But there does seem to be some confusion around it, so we'll just have to wait and see when the episode airs, as it is a bit confusing at this time, because as I said, it's not 100% confirmed, it's just stuff coming through the grapevine from the filming of this scene on set. Some information we have on the finale in regards to Ralph Dibny is that there will be scenes in the finale between himself, Barry Allen, Cisco, Ramon, and Captain Singh. Not always them four together, so it's not going to be multiple scenes with those four characters in there, but it will be a variety in some form of that setting in the finale. My theory behind these is that it could be Ralph getting reinstated within the CCPD, or getting a contract job with them or something like that. Returning to his old life before he was exposed by Barry back in the day, like we learned earlier this season. But this actually isn't the only confirmed appearance of the old Ralph in this finale. There are more. Over the past day or so, we have had a few set photos come out which show Barry as the Flash, as you would expect, with Ralph, but it's pre-DeVoe Ralph, but also possibly pre-elongated man Ralph. He is labelled as disheveled Ralph on set, which basically means messy or untidy. That's what disheveled means, which is just like how Ralph was when we first met him. So what is going on here? Well, it could be a flashback or time travel. But what I think it is that this is Ralph post Defoe being defeated. So what could be happening here is that due to Ralph being the host when Defoe was defeated, he remains alive because everything just comes out of him. Like he loses everything that was within him. So that's Defoe's consciousness, all those other bus meta powers, but also possibly his elongated man powers. That might seem like a stretch, but it does seem like a plausible outcome. It is hard to tell if this is overweight Ralph or not due to the angles of the photos. So you remember early this season when we first met Ralph, he was pretty overweight, but because he got those abilities, he could just make himself skinny. It does seem that Ralph survives regardless. Like there are multiple scenes with just Ralph in there, so it seems like he's going to survive. But it just matters like how and like in what form he survives. So the other option is basically the same as the one I just talked about then. So he loses everything. Like Defoe's mind is wiped from his body along with the powers of the other metas, but he actually keeps his elongated man powers. So Defoe is still, or not Defoe, sorry, Ralph Dibny is still the elongated man on the show. The last like sort of like possible option I have, I know I did say earlier like I don't think it's really time travel, but another option with this is that it is time travel and it is Barry in the finale. I don't know really what's going on in the finale in regards to the story, but this could be Barry going through every possible option in regards to defeat Defoe and save people. So this could be Barry time traveling to maybe the night before Ralph gets on the bus and, you know, before he gets struck with the dark matter and becomes the elongated man. So if you remember back to the episode where we're introduced to Ralph, he basically went like on a bender and was drunk and got on a bus in the morning. So maybe Barry is traveling back in time to prevent that from happening. So that's another possible last option, which does make sense. So some of you might agree with that one. That is all the information we have in regards to Ralph, but that seems like it's going to be the plausible outcome as to how Ralph does survive. I think he's going to survive. I'm like, if I had to put money on whether he's going to survive at the end of the season or wasn't going to survive, I would be putting a decent amount of money on him surviving. It just matters in what way he survives, whether it's with his powers, without his powers, and stuff like that. Now, The Flash is almost finished filming its finale. Candace Patton, I think, is the only one that's really tweeted out that she's finished. She tweeted out, it'd be 2 days ago, I guess, from when this video is going out, that she's done with season 4. From when this video is going out, I think they have another day or two, roughly, and everyone has left set, apart from Ralph Dibny, so Hartley Sawyer, who plays Ralph, Grant Gustin, who plays Barry, as well as Neil Sandilands, who plays Defoe. So those three are the only actors I'm pretty damn sure who are left on set from what I've been told. So over the next couple of days, if you do see any more set photos, it's probably just going to be those three actors or a combination or a mix-up of them. Now, a lot of people have been asking me about the Mystery Girl because it has been said that she's going to be in the finale and everyone's going, Paige, do you know anything about Mystery Girl filming? When she... how long is she going to be in the finale for? Do you know how long she was in Vancouver filming for? From what I know, she was in Vancouver. She's in the finale. She filmed. She filmed for about a day and a half, roughly in the middle of the week. So that means she probably has 2 or 3 scenes, maybe, depending on how long those scenes are. Like they could have ushered her around, just done a lot of quick things with her. But I'd say about 2 or 3 scenes. I think that's basically what she would have done. It's going to be interesting what we learn about her in the finale. From what I know, we're meant to learn who she is, which makes sense if she's going to be in the finale. Like, it'd be weird if she wasn't. I'm very interested to see if we meet her before the finale, though, or if this is like the next time we see her. But yeah, Mystery Girl's in the finale. We're meant to learn who she is, and she filmed for about a day and a half a couple of days ago. So she's going to have a couple of scenes, if not a few. So look forward to that, I guess, if you are a big fan of the Mystery Girl this season. But thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, it'd be awesome if you could drop a like on the video to show your support. Let me know in the comment section down below your various opinions on what I went over in this video and all the different information and stuff. Just let me know all of that in the comment section down below. And of course, if you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. I'll catch you later, guys. Goodbye.